What's up, everybody? This is Cargo, and I have an interesting topic today. I decided to talk about video game ethics, and that could be a broad spectrum of topics. So I'm going to narrow it down to whether to grouping up with friends or clanmates versus randoms in any video game. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Resistance, Halo, doesn't matter. Because in this game, for example, this was literally the first game I'd gotten on, and first thing I do is run into a group of 6 or 7 people out of 8 that are on the same clan. And this isn't an issue. Well, let me take that back. This is an issue. That's why I'm making the video. Because for a lot of people who just play by themselves, this can be super frustrating because generally their teammates aren't that great. There is not a whole lot of organization on the team. So when they're playing a group of organized people who are either friends or who are clanmates, it's really frustrating. Because the friends and clanmates on the other team usually have a decent amount of hours between them, so they're at least okay at the game. Between okay and amazing, depending on their skill level and the amount of hours they've put into the game. And they know each other pretty well, so they kind of know where they're going to be, and it enhances their teamwork so that the other team, if they're just a bunch of randoms, you usually can't do much about it. So that's really frustrating for most people because they can't do anything about it. But on the other hand, it's like, well, you shouldn't be able to just tell people they can't play with their friends because it makes it unfair for everybody else. Just because they aren't good enough and they don't have the organization, and some people are just like, well, if you're mad about it, go join a clan. Go get a group of friends and play together. And I think that's unfair towards the people who just play by themselves for whatever reason. Because you shouldn't have to play together with friends to make the game enjoyable. If you want that to be the case, then you should make a game where you have to join a clan to be successful or something like that. So yeah, it's not fair to just tell people who aren't in clans to just get good and join a clan. But on the other hand, you can't tell the people who group up that they can't play together. So I think there's a couple people who should be responsible for this. And the first person or people who have responsibility are the people who are doing the owning. So whether you're playing with your friends or the clan, and you're just crushing the other team because you're playing against randoms, that's fine. You're good, and you're playing with your friends, and you're crushing people. Like, that happens. But I would suggest maybe handicapping yourself, saying, well, let's just go all this weapon, or let's change our perks in Resistance 3 to all the essentially useless perks, like Dance in Your Grave, any of the perks that will give you extra experience for a little bit of a hit on speed, or cooldowns, or things like that. Because in MAG, when I would play with friends, it was minimum was 32 on 32, and we would frequently get 10 to 20 people online at the same time. And the Dark Flock, which is who I played with for most of MAG, was a very, very good clan. One of the top 3 in the game. I would say the top 1, but others would differ on that opinion, that's fine. But we would roll randoms. And of course they didn't have a clan match system, so it's not like we could just easily sync up with another clan. We actually had to try and get lucky and get on the same server as another, or in the same game as another clan. And so, to make things interesting periodically, we either just switch to snipers, or just, if we were really bored, we'd dick around the back, but you don't have to do that. We'd always switch to snipers, go all shotguns, just do something that was really fun, because one, it increases the challenge for us, and then it's just fun overall because we're using kind of an out-of-place weapon, and we're all using it at the same time, and it's frustrating for the enemy. Because it's not like you have to make it unfrustrating for the enemy if you're the people doing the owning. You just have to make it frustrating in all the good ways, where it's just you're doing something stupid, but it's not cheating, like hacking or cheating, or just being stupid about it. It's just giving yourself a handicap and having fun with it. So that's one way that you can do it. And another way is just to try and focus on doing clan matches, because most games with smaller player counts will let you do clan matches. And of course you can invite in Resistance 3, so just set up clan matches. They're a lot more fun, I guarantee you. And of course you can't play clan matches all the time, just because there aren't enough clans to be able to do that. But you can probably do a lot of clan matches and stuff like Call of Duty and whatnot, so it's definitely an option. But there is another party that can have responsibility for making this not a ridiculous situation, and it is the developers. Because the developers have a responsibility to make the game so this doesn't happen. For example, in Battlefield, you can just get a bunch of people on the same team and there's literally nothing you can do on the other team. And it's the same thing with Resistance 3 and many, many other games. So you need the developers need to form a way for the people who are good at the game and who spend tons of hours at the game or in clans with their friends all the time to essentially let out their aggression, because they're going to be aggressive and they're going to want to own people and they're going to want to play. I mean, they're just going to want to play at a higher level. So don't punish the people who don't have the time of day to put in a bunch of hours into the game, or who just maybe aren't that good at the game. You should allow them an outlet for that not aggression. It sounds like they're terrible people. For their competitiveness. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Competitiveness. Give them an outlet for their competitiveness. And that best outlet for competitiveness is a clan and tournament system. Like Killzone has it. It's where you can form clans and then you can play other clans easily. And there's rewards for playing other clans. Like if you beat them, you get points. And then you can rank up. So that should be the #1 priority for people, or for developers, to kind of curb the competitiveness in the public servers and games. Is add a clan system so people can play together still, but then let them play other people who put just as many hours in the game and who enjoy it as much as they do at the level that they do. Because that way, people from both parties, both the casual gamers and the competitive gamers, can both enjoy it. And of course you can still go into pubs either way, it doesn't matter. But I found that people who are really competitive want to play against other competitive players. They get bored playing versus your average casual player who doesn't have as much skill as they do. So that is something that the developers can do to cut down on this issue. So the responsibility lands on two parties. One, the people who have the hours in the game and who are in groups playing in pubs. Stop being jerks and have some fun with it still, because I mean, it's not like you don't have to have fun. Just pick a different loadout or something. Try not to be stupid about it though. Like these guys here, almost all of them had turrets. That's not funny at all. It's just dumb. And just give yourself some handicaps, or split yourselves up and do it that way. And also the developers for allowing a competitive outlet for the people who want to be competitive in the game. The developer also in Resistance 3, I noticed something that they really need to add is a switch teams function, because sometimes it's like, man, the other team is down one guy and they're getting owned. I wish I could just switch teams and balance it out a little bit. I wish that Insomniac would put that into the game online. They really, really, really need that. It would help out a lot, I feel. Because a lot of my friends, if they're owning and they're playing by themselves, they'll switch teams so that the one team doesn't get too cocky and so they can just play against everybody. I mean, a lot of people will do this because I think if the options are given, people will be responsible with their eliteness, I would say. Alright, so there was 2 games in that Capture the Flag series you were just watching. I just showed one. The other one went largely the same. I went positive both, but it was barely. Like one I was 8-5, the other I was 7-6 or 9-7 or something like that. I don't remember. So anyways, but then they all quit, and I heard them on the chat. The clan, they were like, "Oh man, that was too easy. Let's quit and get a new game." And so they quit, and so then it was our team, which was about 7 people versus 2 people on the other team. And so I quit because that was just stupid. It's like, I'm not going to get any kills and it's not going to be a satisfying game. So I quit. So I joined another server immediately after, and same clans on here. I think a couple of them got offline because there was only about 5 this time. But oh man, I was relishing this because I was like, alright, I don't join in the middle of the game, I'm not on my back foot, and I get to stick it to the man. And man, oh, it was so brilliant, dude. Like, I put on my tryhard pants and I was like, alright, you guys want to be gay about it? I can be gay too. Here's my tryhard pants, and here's my carbine, and I'll just show you how this goes when you mess with people who actually have talent. Because what had become apparent in the last game is that they were just people playing together. They had no skill, and despite the fact that they had played hours, they were on, I think one guy was on his 2nd remnant already. I haven't even gotten up to 6 or to the highest level yet because I'm just that bad. But actually I just don't put enough time in. But anyways, yeah, so they were not good, and I was eager to show them who was boss. Boss. I'm really sad about that death, by the way. Really sad. So I ended up owning them, and you'll notice how bad they were and how scrubby. If your first intuition when you get shot at is to drop a turret, you are terrible. And if any of you guys who are in this clan that I'm playing right now are watching and are subscribed to me, you should either change your ways or just unsubscribe. I do not appreciate people like you. Not being that good at a video game is one thing, but being on like Remnant 2 and sucking this hard, Remnant 1 or anything, it's just, you should not suck this hard and be this terrible. So, screw you guys. There, sorry, I just had to vent really bad. These guys made me so mad that first capture the flag game. And actually, there was 2 games in this set. The first one I joined in late on as well, and they ended up winning that one because I joined in late, and so I couldn't do much about it. But we ended up keeping them at 2 flags instead of them going all the way with 3. So I'm pretty proud of that. But yeah. So I guess I'll just let you guys watch this without me droning on and on about how much I hate people that I hate. And I'll let you enjoy the video. So thanks for watching, keep calm, and super champion.
I put all my fears to all these years, swept away the known. And no, I'll run this town to be near you. And no gray skies ever turn blue. I stand alone. I stand alone. I stand alone. I stand alone. The rain is phenomenal. Away did it fall, slam it down like a domino, and lay in the moss. Said today is a new day, I'm looking for new prey. I'm trying to survive, I'm trying to take in this loss. The clothes don't make the man, it's the man that makes the clothes. And if this war doesn't end, there's nothing left to fight, and I'll assure you happy tonight. I stand alone. The will and the dominance. The deeper you get, the more the reaper is prominent. When up Sam knock on the door, I tell him that I'm headed for the dock on the shore. Sailing away, how you coming with? Just pack for the stay, cause I'm finna get hit. The war don't end, there's nothing left to fight, and I'll assure you happy tonight that I stand alone. These stars beneath the stars, I stand alone. I put all my fears to all these years, I swept away the known. Hey, hey. No, I'll run this town to be near you. No gray skies ever turn.
and freezing full effect.
You ready, Ron?
I'm ready.
You ready, Div?
I'm ready, Slick. Are you?
Oh yeah, take it down.
Girl, I must warn you, I sense something strange in my mind. Yo, situation is serious. Let's cure it, cause we're running out of time. It's all so beautiful. Relationships, they seem from the start. It's all so when love is not together from the heart. Check it out. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love her. Wrong move, you're dead. That girl is poison. If I were you, I'd take precaution before I step to meet my girl. You know, cause in some portion, you'll think she's the best thing in the world. She's so fly, she'll drive you right out of your mind, steal your heart when you're blind. Beware, she's scheming. She'll make you think you're dreaming. You'll fall in love and you'll be screaming, demon. Poison, deadly, moving it slow. Looking for a mellow fellow like DeVoe, getting paid, laid. So better lay low, scheming on hot money and the whole shit. The low pro hoe should be cut like an afro. So what you saying, huh? She's a winner to you, but I know she's a loser. How did you know? Me and the crew used to do her.